So now that you know a little bit of the background about Kahoot, I'm going to show you how to use it. You get to the login screen and sign in after you created your free account. And then you have the capability of creating new ones here. You can choose quiz, discussion, or survey. And I already have created a couple of these. And I'm going to show you. If you go into your account up here, you can see that I've created two. The third one is a free one that they create for you to show you how it works. When you click on it, you go into it here. You can edit here, duplicate it if you just need to change some questions or change the layout of it for another class, or if you really want to delete it. Here is where you make it private or public, and this helps you to protect the privacy of your students as well as your classroom. And then it tells you how you set it up as a quiz, and you can see this one's a survey. From here you can click play for the students to enter the program by issuing them the game pin. You can edit it here, and this is how I'm going to show you to set it up. When you go into it, it's real simple. You just put your question here, and then you can have it add points to it, or it'll automatically add points itself, which I let it do since that's one less thing I have to worry about. And down at the bottom is where you enter the different answers you want them to choose from, and then you have to mark the one that's the correct answer so the program knows which one to award the points to. And then you just follow at the bottom. If you are ready to move forward, then you go to the next one, and so on and so forth. And if you get down, you can see here I've had 15 questions made for this quiz. If you get down to 15 and you go, oh, I need to go make a change to 6, you can hop back to 6. So that's how you do a quiz in Kahoot. Let me show you how to do a survey. It's pretty much the same. So you just click on edit the survey, and then here I am a, and then my answers are female or male. And this is a survey I would give at the beginning of the semester to kind of find out what the culture is of the class that I'm instructing. Again, here you can add a question or delete a question. We can go further down the line. What source do you prefer assignments? And here I've given them the choice of computer-based, paper and pencil, games, competition, skits, or role play. So they just select whichever one that they prefer doing assignments, and this just gives me some information on how to direct projects and assignments, how to complete them. That's how you do that. And then once you get ready to issue it to the class, you just click play in the window, make it a little bit bigger. And this shows on your smart board or your projector or whatever you're using in the classroom. There's some different options here. You can play music in the background. I'm going to hold off for that right now because my network connection kind of acts crazy here at home when I add that due to my satellite service. So when I launch it, you can see that it allows you to use whatever, a tablet, a laptop, smartphone. And so now we're connected, and here is the game pin you're going to issue to the students. So the students see this on their screen, and they'll enter this game pin here. And then as the students enter the game pin, they'll add a nickname. And from my Prezi presentation, this is where you can help protect their privacy as well and issue them all a number or allow them to use their initials or some kind of nickname that you're familiar with, just so you know as they're going through the quiz or the survey or the discussion question who's answering how. But as the players enter the game, their names will populate here, and I'll show you how to do that. So here's the teacher's view, and as you can see, you have William, Chloe, and Cole have entered the Kahoot, this particular Kahoot, which is a quiz. So to start the game, I would do start now, and this is the screen that the kids will see at the front of the room on your smart board. And it'll have the question up here, And then this is the timer. It gives them a certain amount of time to answer the question. And their choices are, they will hit the red button for journal entry, the blue for petty cash, the yellow for asset, and the green for posting. And this is what their screen looks like. That's all they see on their smartphone, their laptop, or tablet device, whatever device they're using. And as the students answer, the teacher automatically gets feedback. It shows the class the correct answer, and their screen shows them if they get it right or wrong, but the teacher can automatically see that all 3 students got this answer right, so they can move forward. Now, if they didn't get it right, she could take this opportunity to revisit that content and make sure that the students have a clear understanding. This is the student's view, and this was another question I picked, and it shows that they got it wrong, that financial strength was not correct. But as you can see from the previous slide, the teacher's view shows them the correct answer. And if they have a question, they can raise their hand before the teacher clicks next for the next question, and they can talk about it and have discussion. It also lets them know that they're in second place, who they're behind, and what their points are. So the teacher can see after each question, and it shows the right answer, a scoreboard comes up. And it, like at this particular time, it was showing William was in the lead. And Chloe could see she was closely behind. Cole could see he was closely behind. And where Chloe stood, she wasn't that far behind either. So it adds that bit of competition flair to learning that students love. And then later on, you can see as the questions go further and the score starts adding up, Chloe actually come from the bottom and passed the 2 guys, and looks like Cole is falling behind. So the teacher can assess that as she's going through the questions and kind of see where Cole needs some remediation. The next slide shows and lets Chloe know that she was the winner and what her total score was, how many she got right and how many she got wrong. And then she can have a little feedback and results screen that shows her which one she got wrong, which one she got right. And here's the teacher's view that shows at the front of the room so everybody can see that Chloe won, what her score was, and everybody can hoorah and whatever they need to do and talk about it. And it just opens the floor up for some discussion, which is good for learning as well, as we all know. The final scoreboard shows, this screen comes up next for the teacher, and she can download the results, issue another Kahoot, mark this as one of the favorites that the students like. All kind of different information comes up here. That's for a quiz, and after the quiz and surveys, actually the quiz and discussion, this little survey comes up for the student, and they mark if they learned anything with a thumbs up or thumbs down, and then they pick which smiley face that this quiz made them feel like. And then once they all complete it, then the teacher can see that out of all 3 students decided to rate this as a 4.7 out of 5, that they enjoyed it and that they all enjoyed the learning and would recommend it. None of them had a thumbs down on it. And the overall feeling was happy, a little bit of okay, and not really any sadness, so that was good. The next one is an example of the survey. This is what will show on the teacher's smart board. I am, and again a countdown, to keep the game going, but allowing the students to take as much time as they need to complete the answer. Click it. And of course this one shouldn't be very hard for them to mark if they're female or male. And of course they'll have the 2 red buttons this time. The 2 buttons, a red and a blue one, on their device screen, and not the 4 different colors, because there's only 2 answers to this. And of course if there was 3, there'd be 3 colors, and so forth and so on. And then after they answer, it's immediate feedback for the teacher once again. This was a different question I asked. Which source do you prefer assignments? And one of the students marked red, which was they like to do use Prezi and PowerPoint and Word. One of them liked to do poster board and markers, and one liked to do skits and role play. None of them like to do competition, which we all know is not true. I just use this for an example because all kids, especially in high school and middle grades, enjoy competition of any kind. So finally, what I'd like to show you is back in the end, the teacher can download results, and it goes into an Excel spreadsheet, and it goes by student, and you can see in a glance how many Chloe, William, and Cole got right, how many they got wrong, what their score was. But you can also pinpoint and see where they went wrong. You know, they all three got the first question wrong. So you might need to remediate that. Over here, this question here, two of them got it wrong. So you can just kind of go through here and see, you know, which questions stumped them. Over here is the overall rating. You know, how do you feel? And it did it as a percentage and the fun. That was the little questionnaire at the end. And then on question one, it can tell you how quickly they answered. So, you know, that kind of took them a long time. 8.4 seconds and 6.7 seconds and 7.9 seconds. That took them all a while. So you probably do need to remediate that question. So that's how you use Kahoot, and now you can see why kids love it so, and why I love using it in the classroom, and I think you should use it in the classroom, and I think any business should use it. I mean, kids just ask for it in the classroom, and adults love it, would love it too, I'm sure. I've never used it in a professional learning or any other kind of meeting, but I could see where it would probably get everybody's attention, especially teachers having staff meetings after a long day's work in the classroom. You know, it might cause some excitement and make meetings more beneficial to everyone involved. So I could see how you could use it in the business and get adults excited about learning again, even in the business sector. So I invite you to use it, give it a try. I know you'll fall in love with it as I have, and many teachers that I know. And thanks again, and I've enjoyed this semester and doing this presentation. Bye-bye.